welcome to Hudson Gymnasium. Chad Christopher along with Steve Baird for one single girls game to end the 2020 home schedule. And Chad, I was looking to see when we get to come back and put on the headsets again. And January 7th.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
wrestling.
It's a wrestling.
Yep.
And then Saturday, the 9th, is a New Hampton girls game. Yeah,
which originally I think they were planning on doing the Upper Iowa Shootout up there at Fayette, and I think they thought the best thing would be is to have teams report to schools, and so that'll be a JV girls and then varsity girls. JV starting I think at 3 or 3:30 that afternoon, and then the varsity girls. So so that's the next one, and then our next girl-boy one will be not until the 12th against Wapsie. So
but we made it to Christmas break.
Well, technically the girls and boys play tomorrow night down at GR. So
but as far as basketball season goes wise, Hudson did not. This game was a rescheduled game from when Janesville had to shut down. But other than that, everything's made up and everything's rolling.
To be at this point of the season and have 7 games in, which is a third of the season. This will be 8, and they'll hopefully get in 9 tomorrow night. And then that's a lot of basketball, and that's great to be able to do that. And so Janesville plays in the Iowa Star Conference. They are 1-6 on the year. They're currently sitting in 5th place in their conference. And Hudson dropped their game up at Denver, competitive game on Friday night, and so they are 3-4 overall, and this is their first non-conference game. So,
all the games that the Pirates girls have played have been all conference games, and so they'll step out of the conference tonight and tomorrow night. They'll play a crossover to finish up the 2020 portion of the basketball schedule. And I think I may have misspoke because I kind of forgot about that game tomorrow night at Gladbrook Rhinebeck. I was talking, I think the previous game that I was here, about the girls. If they could get that win and get Friday's win, then they could be above 500 going into break, and I've kind of forgot the GR game. So if the Pirates can take care of business tonight and then tomorrow night at GR, they will go into break still above 500.
Right. On our last home game, they played it was a good competitive game against Union because they backed up that back-to-back after beating Columbus the night before. So that was encouraging, and they played well up at Denver. And Denver's rated in Class 2A, with a lot of starters and players back from their state qualifying team. So I'm sure the girls are coming in with a sense of confidence here tonight against the Wildcats.
So both of us have been in the coaching business for a while. We know how this works. So you kind of, at the beginning of the year, you kind of look at your squad, you look at the conference, and you say, well, this is a good spot for us to finish in the conference. And then during basketball season, you got the winter break in there. So about winter break, you sit down and you break down the first third of the season and then kind of reevaluate. So the way the conference is really shaking down right now, you got 4 teams that are above 500 in the conference. And all 4 teams Hudson has played, and they own a win over
Actually,
Columbus.
There's 5. Yep.
And,
so we're currently in 6th place by ourselves.
Yeah, and then they own the win over Columbus, who's one of those 5. And then you have Hudson and
Sumner Fred.
And then you got Union and Wapsie Valley. So what do you think that Coach Curley is going to look for over break to get above the 500 mark and get into that upper 5 team scramble there?
Right, and so, right now, just looking statistically, and I think maybe hopefully we see some of these signs tonight, is we got to shoot the ball better from the outside. We're just under 30% statistically from the three-point arc, and you got to be able to spread the floor a little bit more. Because teams are going to continue to pack. And in Janesville tonight, a couple games that I saw from them, they're going to play a 2-3 zone. So this would be an opportunity. And you got to find that kind of that 4th consistent scorer. Madison had 19 points up at Denver, Jess and Sarah had their typical solid senior games, and then there really isn't anyone who's consistently scoring in the 6 to 8, jumping up and getting a 10-point game. And there hasn't been anybody that's done that to this point. And I would think that would be one of the things too. And Coach Curley joined me at halftime of the boys game against Union, and one of the things he had mentioned, and it shows up in the statistics, is the turnovers. We play some good pressure defenses, especially in the top half of the conference. Dyke pressures the ball. Jessup plays tough man-to-man. AP presses. Denver, a sticky man-to-man defense. And so you're hovering around 20 turnovers. You want to get that somewhere south of 15. So shoot the ball better from the outside. Find a consistent fourth scorer and take care of the ball. I think those things would be, defensively they're doing a lot of good things. They're in every game. So those would be some of the things like that to kind of take care of tonight and kind of going into the next couple games here. And this coach kind of takes because usually the way the practice schedule works is after your last game, they have what's called a dead week, where you don't do anything, no practice, no gym, no open gym, anything like that. So everybody's off for that week, and then so they'll probably get back at it there on the 22nd or the 29th for practice, and
that's where you can really hone in on some things. You can get a solid 2 hours knowing that you're not going to play the next night for one solid week. I mean, it's just consistent practice, and typically a lot of teams like to get in a good scrimmage against some good quality teams in the area.
I don't know what this is. Because normally you would want to scrimmage someone not in your conference. And in the past, when I was helping out Coach Curley, we'd go up to Clarksville, and North Butler would come down, and we would have Clarksville and us and North Butler, or would be in a kind of a three-team scrimmage there, and you just kind of rotate. You're probably not going to see them at any time during the year, but good competition. Clarksville was rated those few years, and they have another strong program. I think they're second in the Iowa Star this year. So,
and you talk about the big three for the Pirates, Jess and Madison, both averaging right in the 13s, 13.7 and 13.1, I think it is. And then you've got Sarah, who's just over 10 points a game, but you don't have that fourth score that's even in the 6.
Right, yeah. We're talking 4 or 5 points a game. Macy's doing a great job on the board. She's second leading rebounder. Callie's doing a great job, at the setting up her teammates. She leads the team in assists. So you have some of those girls are contributing other ways, but part of this game is scoring too. And so make sure that. And I think got
the starting lineups getting ready to go here. The Janesville Wildcats come into the game with 1 win on the year, and they will be wearing the grayish black uniforms with yellow trim. And they are coached by Chad Brown and assisted by Isabel Lichtman. And their starting lineup tonight looks like this. Naomi Hovenga wears number 0 and is a senior. Hope Hovenga, a sophomore, wears number 3. Cassidy Dunbar is a junior, and she'll wear number 22. Cameron Umtham is a junior wearing number 24, and number 42 is Kaylee LaPlante, and she is a freshman. The Hudson Pirates will be wearing the white uniforms with the blue trim, their traditional home uniforms. Head coach Jeff Curley and assistant coach is Emily Neff, and they will start the traditional 5. Number 12, a junior, Callie Heinzerling. Number 14, Madison Michael, is also a junior. Senior Jessica Carlin wears number 23. 24, Sarah Hansen is a senior, and Macy McKenna, number 42, is a sophomore. And
a little bit about the Wildcats. Their leading scorer is Hope Hovenga, the sophomore. She's averaging right at 8.5. Second lead scorer is Naomi Hovenga. She's averaging just over 6, and then Chloe Keene, who must be coming off the bench, she averages just a little less than 5. Cameron Umtham is the leading rebounder, and Naomi Hovenga is the leading assist maker for the Wildcats, and I expect them to come out and play some zone against the Pirates here as we kind of get underway here. Hudson, I would assume the non-conference game, sometimes you do play a little bit more, hey, we don't know them, they don't know us. Let's do what we do well. So I would expect Hudson to come out and do their 2-2-1 press, probably some different variances of their zones, and see if they can get out and get running here a little bit.
So we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll be back with girls basketball in 1 minute. One girls game to finish up the home 2020 calendar year.
Yeah, during the quick stat era here, the last about 15 years or so, we've only had 2 matchups between the Pirates and the Wildcats, and the series is tied at 1. Hudson opened the season last year up at Janesville and got the victory, and that's the way it was supposed to start this year, but just with the COVID and them not necessarily being ready to go, moved it to tonight. So
a couple of COVID things that the governor has loosened up on. Now anybody in the same household can attend games, so it's not the 2-ticket one. Our girls still wear the mask, and it looks like Janesville has went with the masks as well. McKenna turns, looks, and throws it into traffic, and it's stolen away by the Janesville Wildcats. Here comes Hovenga on the run.
Yeah, Macy just looking for a teammate. You know, she should have a little bit of an advantage with her height. She should probably need to turn around and maybe shoot that a little bit. And Hudson's coming out with some extended pressure here.
Looks like a 1-2-2, and they're really spreading it out, trying to put ball pressure on there into the high post, tipped away by Heinzerling, and then Madison comes up with it. Michael all the way to the basket, up and good.
Yeah, good aggressive play there by Madison, and she's really, probably the last 5 or 6 games, you can really see her growth with being willing to do ahead and do that, and Hudson's going to come out with their press. Yep.
Turnover number 1 on the Janesville Wildcats, traveling, and that'll give the ball back to Hudson with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Hudson's probably going to probably pressure them. You know, Janesville struggled from different times against presses, so I assume Hudson saw that and is going to instill it into their game plan tonight.
So swinging around the perimeter, Hansen gets a look at a 3. That's going to be off to the right and doesn't hit anything. McKenna tips it back into bounds to Michael.
Good hustle by Macy.
Yes, Jess goes left.
Yeah, she did that. She was struggling a little bit from the field the other night against Union, and she went left and put one in and changed things a little bit, switched things up a little bit. So
I would think that's something that Jess really wants to try to work on over Christmas break as well, because when they play that 2-3 zone, Jess at the high post, if they know she always goes right, they're just going to not let her turn right. Now if she can just turn and go either way, that really puts a little toughness on the defense. First free throw up and good.
Got a text from one of our viewers that says there's piano background on the broadcast.
Piano background.
I haven't heard that one before. So
yeah, we got some feedback then. We'd have to contact Mr. Murray across the way. Stepped on the end line, turnover. Number 2 for the Wildcats. Jess split her 2 free throws, making it 3-0 with 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, we haven't heard that one before. I don't know who would be playing the piano. Neither of us know how to play
That's
it.
That's right.
Macy McKenna misses it, and rebound by the Wildcats and LaPlante.
Well, I had an email Friday night or Tuesday night from someone. It was a cell phone number, but it was sending an email and says there's some feedback. I'm like, I was in the middle of the broadcasting of the game. I wasn't in anything.
Madison got popped in the nose while diving after the ball, so she's got a little blood, so she'll come out, and Ella Engel will come in. Yeah, well, if we can't hear it in our headset, then we're not going to know anything's going on. Our headsets are quiet right here, so we can't hear anything but a ball bouncing and us talking to each other. So Jess picks another pass off. That's turnover number 3 for the Wildcats, and now Jess wants to push. Gets to the right side and then kicks it back out to Sarah, and then Engel swings it around to Heinzerling.
Good ball movement there by Hudson. Good identification there. They're going to go a little high-low there with Macy.
Good kick out. Hansen lines up at 3. This one's good. Sarah with her first 3, and it's 6-0.
Yeah. Sarah does a really nice job shooting 33% from the arc. So
right now, the difference early on is turnovers by Janesville have resulted in points for the Pirates. So
I got another text. The piano is soothing, but get it. So we have, I've texted Mr. Murray, so hopefully
He's sitting straight across from us, and he's got his little messages on his phone, wrist, but I haven't seen him look at him yet. Rebound by Carlin here. Oh, wide open Macy, and Sarah finds her. Macy can't put the first one in. The second one is up and good. It's 8-0. Timeout, Janesville. 30-second timeout. 5:22 left to go in the first quarter.
Good start by the Pirates there, taking advantage of their inside presence and the turnovers, leading to easy opportunities to get off to a good start here tonight.
I would have no clue unless somebody's playing the piano back here in the auditorium and somehow they've got a feed going.
Well, unless it's coming through the radio frequency here.
Because we're all quiet here. We'll try turning some buttons down.
Yeah, I know.
Well, all the buttons are down except for our 2 mics. So
I'm not sure where the feedback's coming from here.
Well, 8-0 Pirates. Janesville takes their first time out at 5:22. 3-pointer by Sarah Hansen. She's got 3. Macy's got a layup for 2. Jess has got a free throw for 1. Madison's got a layup. She's out of the game right now, getting her bloody nose taken care of, and another turnover by the Wildcats gives Hudson the ball.
Well, I got another viewer that says, I'm not hearing the piano, so I don't know if it's...
We'll just keep talking.
We'll just keep talking and go from there, and then we get our engineer up here at some point. We'll see what he can figure out.
Sarah is one dribble bank shot good.
Nice, good aggressive plays by Sarah against the zone there. Sometimes you don't. She saw the opening there and took advantage of it. Hudson still in that press, causing all kinds of problems for Janesville.
So the Pirates lead 10-0, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Sarah Hansen's got 5, and the Pirates trying to extend on their lead. They're moving the ball very well. Engel gets into traffic, kicks it to Heinzerling. Heinzerling does not shoot the ball very often. She's a distributor and a defensive player. Engel back to Hansen, 1 dribble, same shot, gets undercut, and she'll go to the free throw line. So this foul is going to be charged to Naomi Hovenga, her first and the team's first.
And that was set up just by good, crisp ball movement by the Pirates, and Sarah was able to get some good space and get inside, out from the arc. You know, you want to take those from time to time, but if you can take a 10 to 12 footer, you definitely want to do that. And Sarah, good aggressive play, was able to do that and made both first free throws.
Has 7, and it's 12-0. This pressure has really caused Janesville some problems. I don't think they've had a look at the hoop, have they?
No, I don't think.
Another turnover.
Yep, I think before they got their first shot, they haven't taken a shot yet. So
Jess on the move, gives it off to Sarah and swings the ball around the perimeter facing this 2-3 zone. Skip pass across. Sarah can have the same shot if she wants it, passes it up. Carlin gets into the middle lane, scoop shot up, no, left it short. Rebound, Macy McKenna lays it up and good, and it's 14-0.
Yeah, Macy doing a good job there on the boards, just taking advantage of that. Good position, taking it up and in.
And then there's a foul on Heinzerling reaching in. It'll be her first and the team's first. Madison Michael getting ready to check back in the game, and she's not going to wear a mask because she has one of her nostrils with cotton in it, so that'd be a little tough time breathing.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you can, because you're running up and down the floor, you want to make sure that you can.
Long arms by Hanson. First shot of the game by Janesville, up off the iron, no good. McKenna battles for the rebound, ball on the ground loose, and McKenna gets it off to Carlin. Carlin can throw it up ahead if she wants. She's going to take it all the way to the hoop, layup up and good. Jess kind of patiently waited to see what the defenders were going to do, and she decided to take it all the way to the hole, and we got timeout. Janesville, their second timeout of the quarter. It's a full timeout. 16-0, 3:36 left to go.
Yeah, you could just tell that Jess really wanted to take it herself. Doing a good job with the transition offense there of taking the turnovers, which they've had several of them, and getting easy opportunities underneath the hoop. And so, yeah, hit a couple jump shots, but for the most part, everything's been in the paint, taking advantage of all their opportunities with any of that stuff in too. So,
seen where the Iowa State men's game postponed for tomorrow against Chicago State.
Oh.
Chicago State's got a little COVID issue. I
They
heard
were
on the
just at
radio
break.
coming up. Yeah, I just heard them on the way coming up here though that they've played like 5 road games in a row, and that's
Right.
apt to happen when you're on the road that much.
right, and they were just in Des Moines
Yeah.
on last night, I think, against Drake. So
And Drake's 6-0 on the year.
yeah, they're
Coach
up to a good
DeVries
start.
got them playing some good basketball
Yeah.
down there at the Knapp Center.
A lot of recruiting the Iowa kid then too, so it's always fun to see.
So Hudson's going to pull off the press with 3:36 left to go in the first quarter and drop back into a 1-3-1 zone. McKenna in the middle, Sarah up top with her length. And she gets her hands on another one. Now she can throw it ahead if she wants, and she's going to turn and go. Gives it to Michael. Michael lines up a 3 from the left corner. That's off the back of the iron, no good. Engel comes down with the rebound, spins and dribbles it off of Janesville's foot into the lineup. Or I guess that's the same one. Thought 24 was entry, but they still have the starting lineup.
Yeah, but one of the things that you want to do, when you get a steal, is look for a fast break. And Sarah, yes, taking care of the ball is good, but we also want to have opportunities to get easy points. So
Hudson on the offensive, gets to the high post of McKenna, out 18-footer, up back iron, no good by Carlin. Rebound McKenna. McKenna puts it up, and she puts it in. Macy with 6.
she's really controlling the boards there, and Hudson's doing a great job on the offensive boards tonight to get multiple shots.
Trap on the left corner, throws it underneath and saves it from out of bounds. And here comes Michael on the run. Straight down the middle to Hanson. Hanson stop, lean in jumper, no good. Tips back, taps it, and she's over the top. That'll be Hanson's first, team second.
Yep, Sarah with the kind of missed the first easy opportunity and wanted to make sure that she tried to get a second one. Wasn't able to do that, committed the foul. Just the second team on the Pirates there.
Hanson will get a breather. Kylie Slee comes in to run the point of the 1-3-1 here. She's got some length as well, and then there's another turnover by the Wildcats.
Yeah, so just between Kylie and Sarah, you put Jess and Madison on the sides, it's really causing them a lot of problems to be able to see their teammates down the side.
So, as you said from the outset, that playing a non-conference team, Engel off the back of the iron, no good. Playing a non-conference team, you never know, is a team going to come out and do what they do best, or are they not going to show their cards to anybody? The Pirates came out and did what they do best, and now they're dropped back and trying a 1-3-1, which we haven't seen them play a lot of this year, so working on a little new defense.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good opportunity, at least right now, to work on some things that you'd like to be able to go to at different other times during the year. And, working on it in practice is one thing, and you work on all the things in practice, but what does it look like in a game or someone's on offense trying to run something against it too?
Michael gets in, left-handed layup, no good. Rebound McKenna for her 8th point. Off
Good job.
3 off offensive rebounds.
Talking about that fourth score, there she is tonight.
She
Macy
leads,
having a quarter here.
leads us with 8, and here comes Janesville, and they get it underneath. The ball tipped away, and now we got a jump ball. And the arrow belongs to Janesville. 20-0, 1:38 to go. Hanson back into the ball game, replacing Jess Carlin in the Pirate lineup.
I think Coach Curley's going to kind of stay with his normal rotation here for the first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit deeper into the bench here.
Shot up, back iron, no good. Hanson clears.
Yeah, Sarah just needs to maybe look up, see an opportunity to get the ball ahead. at any time. You really want to do that.
Into Macy. Macy spins, turns, gives it off to Hanson. Hanson drives, layup, good. Sarah has 9, so Macy and Sarah with 17 of the 22.
Yeah, nice job, nice aggressive play there by Sarah.
Another tip by Hanson, gathered in this time by Hovenga to the baseline, drives, nice interior pass, bucket up, no good by LaPlante, rebound McKenna. Here comes Michael, 2-on-1 ahead to Kylie. Kylie's layup up, good. Nice pass by Madison, finished by Slee.
It's good heads-up play there by Madison to look ahead and see her teammate and get her the ball.
Baseline jumper is up and good. Bucket by Umtham, and the Wildcats are on the board with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Hudson just a little bit late getting over there to the shooter. She was able to hit that nice jumper there for Janesville.
McKenna turns, fires, up, and off the rim, no good. LaPlante rebounds. Coming to the end of the first quarter here, see if Janesville can put back-to-back buckets together. 3-point jumper on the way, no good, off the back of the iron. Hanson on the run out. Looks to her left, she's got a layup running good. It's had Slee on the left, took it in. First quarter comes to an end, 26-2 Pirates. Hanson has 11 at first quarter points. Mason McKenna contributes 8.
Sarah Hanson, with 11, and then just good small contributions from everybody else. But when you score 26 points in a quarter, a lot of girls doing different things. The engineer has acknowledged our text, so I'm not summoned. I'm not sure if. Feel free to text me back if you're still getting that feedback, because he's checking out his. I think he's maybe going to step out. Oh, here he comes up here.
Oh, by the way, 26 points for the Pirates is not a season high for a quarter.
No, because they had 30.
They put 35, I believe, up at Wapsie to start the season. So we have our technician up here looking to see who's playing the piano.
Right. So those of you that have texted me, if you want to text me back when you don't hear it anymore, just let me know.
That's what they say, that they're hearing some soothing piano music in the background. Pirates get the ball to start the second quarter, 26-2. Michael looks at a 3, dribbles, kicks it off of Carlin's leg, ball on the floor. Engel picks it up and skips it to Hanson, and Hanson drives and is fouled by LaPlante, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to add to her 11.
Good vision across the court there to see Sarah, and Sarah knew exactly what she wanted to do, is to be aggressive and take it right at the hoop there.
Free throw up and good. Getting ready to check into the Janesville lineup is Brinley. I'm going to take you want to take a stab at that one?
Seau. So Parasiao. I'm going to just go by Junior Seau, but
yeah, Parasiao.
Maybe
we're going to go with that.
If we call her,
huh? It's on there though. Oh.
Okay. All right. So he can hear it. He's not sure where it's coming from. So
we told him it wasn't us playing the piano.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. Pass intended and then picked up by Heinzerling, and then Michael travels.
All right.
Well, instead of striking up the band, we got the piano tonight. I know Coach Curley and Coach Murray, when they do football games after Hudson scores, says strike up the band.
Yeah.
We don't have a band.
Nope, the band has not made an appearance yet this year. I don't know. I think I think with the new governor's proclamation, I think bands could be allowed, but I'm sure we'll see if anything changes after the first of the year.
Because I know in the first proclamation was that only home cheerleaders could cheer too, and Janesville doesn't have any, but it's only one girls game, so we'll have to see after Christmas what changes are made to all of that. Turnover Janesville, and it gives it back to the Pirates. 27-2.
Looks like they've changed their zone just a little bit here, more of a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. So Hudson will have to attack a little bit differently. 4 out, 1 in. Madison.
Michael's high, arcing 3, good. Madison Michael first 3 of the night. She's got 5, and the Hudson Pirates are up 30-2.
Yeah, that's where you want to kind of attack that zone, is in the corner. And Madison was able to get her feet set and knock her down.
Tip, no good. Back up, no good. Saved by Carlin. And it's going to stay with the Wildcats. Yeah, and for some of you may not have any idea who I'm talking about, Coach Christopher Will. Eldon Miller, the longtime UNI coach, I took coaching theory with him, and he always said, you know what? I know when we were all young in our coaching careers, we wanted to design every play in the book and sit down there and try to outthink the other team. And he said, then I finally realized I just need to keep it simple. So when you're facing a zone defense, if there's 2 up top, you need 3. If they got 2 down below, you need 3.
Right.
If they play a 1-3-1, you put 1 in each corner, make a box, and put 1 in the post and have them go ball side. And, it's pretty simplistic.
Yeah, and one thing I'm sure he figured out pretty early is you have good players too.
Yeah, that's always a bonus.
Right,
but
yeah.
So it's.
Yeah, you want to have some different looks, but for the most part, you just want to keep it simple, because then the girls are confident with what they're doing.
Michael has a foot on the line, long 2, no good. She's fouled on the box out. That foul will go on Umtham.
I think it was after the release. So this is I've seen this crew before. This is more of a veteran crew. So
6 team fouls on the Wildcats, 2 on the Pirates. And then off of Madison's hand, out of bounds.
Yep.
Tipped by Hovenga, and then off of Michael and out of bounds.
I don't know if Hudson was really sure on what Janesville was doing defensively, if they were in an odd front or an even front. And
Michael reads
nice
the pass.
Anticipation there by Madison.
Picks it off. Hanson. Michael's runner up, left it short, and then she's going to go over the top, and it's going to go against the Pirates. So Michael will pick up her first, and it's the team's 3rd with 5:35 to go in the second quarter.
Couple of aggressive plays there after misses.
Engel, Salee in, Hanson, Michael out.
Still staying with that zone. Janesville, don't want to flash someone right there to that high post there. Oh,
and then another turnover. Yep, McKenna picks that pass off. Engel into McKenna. Carlin could have had that 17-footer, chose not to take it, works the ball around the perimeter. Engel will take the 15-footer up, left it short. Rebound by Umtham.
And that's probably the shot Ella's going to get quite a bit.
Long pass going to be picked off by Engel. That's one of those where I think the coaches were saying look up, and look up meant throw.
Yes, and that's a lot of times what you say is just look. You want them to look. It might not always be there.
Jess's layup, good.
Nice layup.
She's got 5. The lead is 30 at 32-2. And I'm sure that the rate this was going, we will institute the 35-point rule come halftime. Double dribble on Janesville. So anytime after halftime, a team leads by 35 points, it will be a running clock, and the only time it will stop is during timeouts.
Or an injury.
Or an injury.
Yep.
And then the lead has to go below 25 for the clock to stop.
Yep. So the way Hudson's working offensively, they're well on their way to go ahead and do that.
Jess's runner up, off glass, good. Seems like she could have that about any time she wants tonight.
Yep. And she's up to 7 now, so being able to do that. Oh, Ella almost with that jump stop there.
And then another quick hands by Heinzerling. She's all alone. Chased from behind by Hovenga, misses it, and Hovenga rebounds. Throws it long to the other Hovenga, and then stolen by Carlin. Now she's going to try to come back the other way.
Just kind of lost the dribble there a little bit, so up and down we go. See if Hudson can find a good opportunity here to get someone else on the board. There we go.
Inside to Macy. Macy off glass, good. Macy in double figures with 10.
Nice set up there by Callie to go ahead and do that.
36-2, 3:35 left to go in the second quarter. Long jumper by Umtham. She left it long, backside rebound up and good by, I think that's
Dunbar. So you got
Dunbar.
Dunbar, yep, number 22. So didn't block out there on the backside, and Has to use their height to get
backdoor. Salih, layup, good. Nice find by Engel.
Nice cut there by Kylie. Saw an opening against the zone and made the cut.
Approaching 3 to go before halftime. Janesville trying to break this 1-2-2 zone. Ball inside. Hovenga gets in the lane, then trips and kicks it up to Umtham. Umtham's shot no good. Engel on the backside to rebound. She wants to run. She's got a head of steam, and Hovenga's going to run to the block and try to stop her. Engel jump stops under control and lays it up and good.
Good job by Ella. Nice
Timeout.
job to take that coast to coast.
Coach Curley.
Yep, Coach Curley's going to take a timeout and maybe talk about some different things that he wants to
try to get a couple players in that were at the scorer's table.
Just kind of change the flow here a little bit. I don't know if he'll have them match up or do something, but obviously everything that they're doing is working quite well tonight on the offense and the defensive end. Anytime you've just given up a couple buckets.
First home game anyway that you look up there and you see the 5 players in the game all have scored.
Yeah, that's good.
Hansen has 12, McKenna 10, Carlin 7, Michael 5, and Engel 20. Salih 4.
So Kylie has 4. So yeah. So Sarah and Macy have kind of led the way, but everybody else has contributed tonight, and I think that everybody that's been in the game so far has scored. So, Callie doesn't have a bucket, I don't think yet. So.
Nope.
So other than that,
So we got 2:43 left to go in the second quarter. It's 40-4. Pirates lead the Wildcats. It'll be Janesville's basketball here, and to inbound. They'll inbound it to Naomi Hovenga. She'll walk it up the floor, and now it looks like Hudson's
matched up.
1-2-2.
Nope,
yep,
I think they're matched.
Man.
I think they're matched up.
They relay that to their coach, saying that Hudson's in man. Just working on different defenses. There's a double dribble.
Yep, and that's something you want to do because you're going to have to be able to match people up and kind of see their pattern, what they like to do offensively. Works on your communication then too on the defensive end.
McKenna left it short this time. That's a rebound by Hovenga. Naomi on the run. Coast to coast layup, left it short. Rebound Salih.
Good job by Sarah to kind of take away her passing vision. Her sister maybe I think was open but wasn't able to see her. Nice.
Macy pump fake layup, good. Macy having a game tonight. She's got 12.
Nice job by Macy there. See the balls, react to the defense, and put it up and in.
Under 2 to go in the quarter. Second quarter stolen by Michael. Read the pass. Layup up. Good.
Nice job by Madison there. Kind of get a sense on what they're trying to do and can anticipate that.
So I think Coach Curley's going to stick with this 7-person rotation for the first half. Then the clock will be a running clock, and then he'll start to enter the bench. Jada's going to get ready to come in the first half here. Ball in the corner.
Hudson doing a good job on the defensive end here.
Hovenga jump stops in the middle of the lane. Now Naomi off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, shot up, no good, partially blocked. McKenna clears. Approaching 1 minute to go in the half, 44-4 Pirates.
Giving them a couple extra opportunities there, they weren't able to cash in.
Michael's left corner 3, good. She's in double figures with 10.
Nice find there. Madison there's hit a couple there from the different corners. One on the left and one on the right. Comes Elise.
Yeah. 4 getting ready to check in, under a minute to go. Hovenga at the 15 free throw line. Here comes Gaskell, Elise, Callie, and Engel. Salih will stay, so no starters are in the game right now for the Pirates.
Except for Callie.
Callie came in, yep. And the lineup got a lot shorter when you take Macy out of there.
Yep. Thumb's now back in the game for Janesville.
She drives baseline on Gaskell. Gaskell's quick hands, and it's off of Jada. Thought it rolled off of Umtham's back, but they'll give it to the Wildcats with 40 seconds left to go in the half.
Janesville's going to try to work it inside here with their man offense here. And going to slide their feet here. Only 3 team fouls. Hudson can be a little bit.
Jumper up, no good. Gaskell runs down the rebound. Eve Seedorf in the game for the Wildcats. She's a freshman. Ball taken away.
A little miscommunication there on exactly what needed to be done.
The Wildcats have 5 freshmen that suit, and 3 of them have seen varsity action so far. Jumper up, no good. That'll be half. 47-4 Pirates at the half. Good first half. 3 starters reach double figures, and they may come out and start the second half, but minutes are going to be very limited for them here in the second half.
It's going to be a quick moving half for sure.
So anything you know about GR tomorrow night?
Haven't really. I know the girls are 3-2. The boys I think are 3-2 also. So our boys will have to play a good game down there. That's unfortunately with the COVID, that's usually a good fun environment to go down there and play them a little bit then too. Yeah, just saw a little bit of GR against BCLUW. They looked like they were just mainly playing the 2-3 zone for the most part. Had some good players. It should be a really good girls matchup for sure, and hopefully the boys can find their mojo a little bit here right before they head in the break. And I don't know if you I think it was last Wednesday after the games on Tuesday, there was a lot of talk on chatter about a shot clock. Did you see a bunch
I
of
know
a bunch of, so there was the onus of a lot of the chatter between people who follow high school basketball is that there's a game in the Des Moines area, third quarter, team just basically pulled out. I think they were ahead by like 5 or something like that. And they just stood at the half court. The other team just stood, in their 2-3 zone, didn't move. And so then there was a lot of chatter. Well, we need a shot clock. We need to do this. We need, this is not the way it should be, and so on and so forth. Well, I don't know what your experience has been. I definitely have some thoughts on this, but in terms of good, bad, there's lots of different things that kind of unpack with the possibility of going to a shot clock. But
I think I heard last year towards the end of the year, I listened to Sports Talk Radio, and they had Coach Schultz from Cedar Falls on, and they asked him how he felt about a shot clock, and he was kind of indifferent about it as well, except for he did say, our program really preaches defense, and he feels like the defense should be rewarded for playing 35 seconds of defense or whatever they name the shot clock. So reward the defense for playing that hard. In the situation that you're talking about, when a team just sits back there and doesn't even move, you're not rewarding the defense.
Right, it takes two to tango.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Both teams have to be complicit in something like that. It's like, okay, we're going to hold the ball because we're ahead and we want to win the game, but the defense, that coach has to say, well, we're just going to sit here. It kind of works both ways then too. And obviously, instilling some sort of shot clock. There's a lot of different things just in our gym. Okay, you got to get a clock in.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to get someone to run it. All those that want it, that's fine. I don't really have a strong opinion either way. It would definitely change a little bit of that. I mean, our coach is comfortable with some volunteer running the shot clock who's going to make a mistake. Did it hit the rim? Not hit the rim?
When's it a change of possession?
Right, and when do you and then you're going to have officials. You're going to have. You think you watch instant replay on football or whatever, and now basketball, they go to the monitor, Well, they're going to have to talk about, did that hit the rim? I didn't see if it hit the rim. Did you see it hit the rim? He changed it. He shouldn't. You're going to have coaches upset about they changed it. They should never changed it, or this or that. And what was the shot clock at?
So
and it malfunctions. It's going to malfunction and stuff like that. And there's only 8 states that have the shot clock. North Dakota and South Dakota are the closest ones here in the Midwest that do it. I know they experimented with it. The bigger schools, I think, experimented at it, during some preseason, and talking. I know the Cedar Falls coach, Greg Rowan, fairly well, and he's like, there's good things and there's bad things. I think with some of the bigger schools that do, I think a few years ago, I think like the state boys for a, tournament run, Cedar Falls, those games were in the 30s. We're talking full games in the 30s, teams were just very disciplined on the offensive end and really good on the defensive end. Rarely, I can't, doing this for a couple years and obviously been around for a while. Before that, I can't remember a time when we've needed where anyone in the Hudson in our conference holds the ball where, okay, we really need a shot clock.
Well, and I mean, this is not being biased or unbiased to anything, but we sit up here and we watch basketball games. We can't name a girls' game where they've held onto the ball for 35 seconds.
Right.
I mean, they just cannot do it. So is it going to sloppy the game up a little bit? And it's going to take them. Would take a while to get used to it. Obviously, they're going to always be conscious. You always talk about time and score. Well, now you got every trip down. Them looking up to see how much time's left and is it going to rush their offense and how many times is it really going to come into use. I will say this, being a volleyball coach for as many years as I have, is typically it's tried at the college level first, and if the college finds it to better the game, then a couple years down the road we institute it.
Right.
I mean, the libero, that was a long time ago, but they tried it and they liked it.
Rally scoring
changed. The net violation got changed a little bit to where you can touch part of either the black or the white. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the colleges have been using the shot clock for 35 years. I mean, so that's definitely been.
Coach Christopher, I can sit up here and tell you NCAA tournament game back in the 80s when Princeton played Georgetown and tried to hold the ball the entire game.
Right. Yeah, and it doesn't.
Before the shot clock.
Before the shot clock, and then the next year it got instituted, and I would say 85, and the next year, that's at Villanova beat Georgia. I mean, we can go, the next year was.
And the old Dean Smith four corners.
Right.
They'd run that if they had a lead with 7 minutes left to go. They were in the four corner stall game. They'd only taken layups.
And the only time you see a team holding the ball is when they're ahead in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, to win the game. That's about the only time we see it. Sometimes, against the zone, sometimes you'll see a possession that lasts 30, 35 seconds. They're just passing around on the outside. They're just being really patient. They're not trying to stall or anything like that. I just found that it gets some people fired up about, hey, we need a shot clock, so on and so forth. They've been some experiments around it, but nothing. I would assume that most of high schools and things like that would not necessarily be in favor of that. I mean, there's a cost obviously involved in some of those different things, and then if you do it at high school, then you have to do it in middle school, so they're ready for it. I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal.
Now, the one rule that they haven't changed in forever is that you still have a girls' ball and a boys' ball, and the junior high boys.
Still use the
girls' ball.
Still use that smaller ball.
And then when you get into high school, you change over. And I'm really shocked that one hasn't changed, at least on the boys' side. I mean, I'm not saying go to one basketball for.
No.
I mean, that's totally comfort.
Or the other thought is, you move the arc back for the boys. You move the arc back by a foot and a half or whatever, to make it a little bit. Some that open up the paint a little bit more, just because we don't see it so much because we're our conference, the teams that come into this gym have a couple of big guys, but Cedar Falls this year they're starting to line up, I think, of 3 kids that are 6'8" and 6'9" and something like that.
Wolf had 30 the other.
Right, and so they're walking in here. You want more space, you want a bigger floor with that too. So, I wouldn't. I don't. I think the National Federation had considered it last year. Really didn't have much steam to pick it up, and so.
And typically they have a committee.
Right, and it'll happen. It might happen in my lifetime, but it's not any time that's going soon. You get these isolated cases, and then people, you need more of a groundswell, I think, to get more and more people situated with that. Having the play clock in the end zones at the football games, that's great. But that was always going on. It was never a.
It's just that they took it on their watch, and you guys had to have an internal clock as a player.
Right.
But that's yeah.
Right. And so.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Coach Christopher, and say our starters are done because I haven't seen our starters take one shot. They're underneath the basket rebounding. Good. So I think we're going to see bench play.
Without the JV or the sub-varsity game tonight.
And you going back-to-back.
Yep. And so you wanted them to come out and play well and play hard, which they absolutely did at a very high level. And then so now gives some of those other girls an opportunity here. And
if this was game 1 or game 20 of the season, you might see the starters a little bit more.
Right.
Back-to-back, coming into Christmas break, want to stay healthy. So, and obviously you don't want to run up the score and all those things that come into play. You know, at the end of the season, you want to be tournament ready. Beginning of the season, you just want to be ready.
Yep. And you want to play well. And that's
so we're gonna.
And I don't think Janesville plays tomorrow night. I didn't quick look at their schedule and see if they were playing tomorrow night or not. But,
so here's what you're going to have for the Pirates out there. Salih's going to be at the point of this 1-2-2 zone. Then you got Gaskill, and I believe that is
Mackenzie
Stewart, and then you've got Elise Trunk and Zariah Strong down at the bottom, and Gaskill comes up with a steal, and Salih's running layup off balance, high glass, no good. Jada rebounds, tipped around, and gathered in by Umtham. You will see the running clock now or on your screen. I was going to say but we do have it on our screen nowadays.
Right, yeah.
So you will see the clock's not going to stop unless a timeout or an injury. Baseline jumper up, no good, rebounded by Salih.
Good job by Hudson. Get that rebound. Janesville's not 100% organized, and so Zariah's
15-footer.
Take that opportunity to get a varsity jump shot involved.
So this half will go fast. We're at 7 minutes in the third quarter, 47-4, the Pirates on top.
So this will be a good opportunity, especially for the JV girls. Get some varsity time.
Umtham's jumper, good. She's got 4 of the 6.
She's got a really nice jump shot. You can see it rotating off her hand really well. So she gets opportunities to score. She's made a couple nice jump shots for them.
So Janesville's fairly young. Gaskell's jumper from 15 feet away, no good. Zariah runs it down and gets it to Mackenzie Stewart. Long jumper by Mackenzie, in and out, no good. Now here comes the Wildcats on the run. Hovinga, jump pass to the other Hovinga. Jump shot up, no rims, in and out, no good. Torn down in a jump ball. And this will belong to Janesville. They have 2 seniors on the roster, Naomi Hovinga and Chloe Keeney. Keeney, who
it was Hudson's jump ball there. So.
I don't even think Keeney's playing tonight.
No,
there's no 52.
Like yeah, no.
But she's a senior, and then they've got several juniors and 1 sophomore and 5 freshmen. They do not have enough to play any lower level games. Zariah gets into traffic in his jump ball.
Yeah, and we play these 5 play, and then we've got 3 other girls on the bench that will play too, and I think Ella does also play some JV for the Pirates.
Janesville around the perimeter, gets it to the free throw line, and then back out to Hovinga. Hovinga drives baseline jumper up, good.
Good ball fake there, nice running jump shot.
Hope
cut
Hovinga.
Off the drive. Yep, got to cut off the drive.
Now a takeaway by Janesville, poke away by Salih, but Hovinga gets it back. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 47-8. Long jumper, no good. Zariah battles for it, and then Elise comes in, and now Jada's got it.
Another held ball. This one will go to the... Oh. No, that should...
I also believe the referees are taking into consideration the score because those last 2 jump balls probably would have been called fouls, reaching in on the arm.
Yep. Just want to keep it moving here.
Yep. So Gaskell will bring it up.
Oh, the double dribble there.
Emma Swanson going to make her first appearance in the game, number 2, and she's going to replace Zariah Strong in the Hudson lineup. So we're going to probably see an 8-person rotation this half.
Yeah,
with the other 8.
Yep, just to get them some more minutes, because they're going to, I almost guarantee they're going to have a game tomorrow night down at Rhinebeck.
So our first broadcast coming back after Christmas break will be a wrestling meet. And I think you got it written down. It's AGWSR and DNH.
Yep. So that will be, boys I think are a little bit on the pause here. So they should be back ready to go after the first of the year.
Pirates swinging it around the
Fortunately for them, the only team duel that they've lost is one we witnessed. So other than that, they've been doing a nice job and doing well in their tournaments then too.
Elise Trunk with the turnaround jumper is blocked but fouled by LaPlante. It's her first in the team, or her second, team's first, and Elise will go to the free throw line. Free throw up hard and no good.
These are Elise's first varsity free throws. She gets opportunities during the JV games.
Paraseo into the lineup. We're going to keep pronouncing like that because it looked like Paris, and then we know Junior Seau is spelled that way, so we're going to go Paraseo. Yeah. Second free throw up and good. Elise in the scoring column, her first point, 48-8.
Hudson still in that zone with Kylie at the top here, causing some problems here. Janesville a little bit easier moving the ball around against this unit.
In and out long jumper, ball bounces off of Mackenzie Stewart out of bounds, and it'll be Janesville's ball.
Yeah.
Got any bold predictions for the NICL after Christmas? Anybody?
I'm just, on the girls' side,
I think I remember you saying last broadcast, you don't believe anybody's going to go undefeated.
Right, and then especially on the boys' side, and in the girls' side, I don't know. Now I'm going to change my mind with the DNH.
They're tough.
They're not. I mean, they didn't.
Nobody's within 10 of them.
Right, and you thought Jessup would be a tough matchup the other night, and they did just took it right to them and won by over almost 30. So
Annabelle Lang into the Hudson Pirate lineup.
So I think the girls, DNH going to have an off night for them to get defeated. She just turn around and shoot that. Yeah. Well,
she ended up doing what she should have done, but it was too late. 3 seconds in the lane, turnover goes to the Pirates.
Yeah, and I don't know. Most officials were just like, okay, hurry up and shoot it before I have to call that. On the boys' side, no one's going undefeated. Denver is undefeated, but they haven't played AP, Wapsie, or Dyke yet. So, so that would be a surprise if they could get through all three of those teams twice and not win. Yes, they're a very, very good team, but
hump them, long jumper. It's a 3 and it's good.
Yeah, she's got. Girls are going to have to do a good job identifying where she's at because she can definitely shoot the ball.
I'm going to go with that DNH girls are not going to lose a conference game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that there's going to be at least a 2-way, if not 3-way tie with at least 2 losses on the boys' side.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get into the meat here. Meat, like you said, of who Denver hasn't played. And I think
those four teams have separated themselves,
And it's not out of the realm of possibilities because we've seen it last year and we've seen it a couple years ago where Denver came in here looking like gangbusters and our boys upset them. Last year in the regionals, our boys upset AP.
Yep.
There's nobody in this conference that can't beat anybody. Right. So, I mean, you get a team coming off a back-to-back tough one. And
yeah. So on the boys' side, it's just going to be, because the AP, Dyke, and Wapsie all beat each other, so they each have a loss. And so, nice steal there.
Swanson, nope, got it back. Hovenga. Nice pass to Umtham. Her left-handed layup is good. Umtham has 9. It's 48-15. 30 seconds left to go in the third.
If she gets it in the scoring area, she's got a strong possibility to score. She's got a nice touch and good strong move there against the Pirates there.
Running down the end of the third quarter here. It's been a running clock the entire third quarter, 48-15. You say the lead is under 33. We said earlier it's got to go below 25. So there's going to be a foul on Zariah, and that's going to end the third quarter. I don't think we're going to get a ball in bounds here. So the end of the third quarter, it's 48-15 Pirates.
Didn't have a timeout. Oh, that was the quarter. That was the half.
So Umtham has 9 for Janesville out of their 15, so it's a 33-point game. So Janesville would have to cut 8 more off of this.
Yeah, and you
Before
know the
clock would stop
and it was they had an 11-point quarter. Hudson just had a 1-point quarter, so it'd be a possibility for that happening. The way that they're working offensively, and Hudson's having a difficult time to kind of figure out and get off some good shots against what Janesville's doing. So we'll have to see how this kind of works out with all that going forward here.
We can't really make any predictors on girls or boys side as far as tournament trail goes, because it typically ends up, at least on the girls side, the boys have went to that kind of pod system
but
and record-wise system, but the girls, it's all basically the draw again. They won't put any ranked teams against each other, but you know, as typical, our conference will have at least 3 or 4 teams probably in the same bracket and beat each other out, and so we'll maybe get 1 or 2 down there. Long jumper on the way by Hovenga, no good. A rebound Umpham, she's trying to get into double figures, dribbles it back out. Hovenga's jumper, left it short, rebound to other Hovenga, that's Naomi. Naomi puts it in.
Yeah, Hudson just not doing a really good job of blocking out. Just kind of watching, sometimes get caught underneath the basket there and looking at the ball and not screening out and then go and get the ball.
But I think the boys' side, I think there's legitimate 3 teams, maybe a 4th, depending on how the pods end up working out, that could get down there, because Wapsi's 1A.
Right.
Long outlet pass to Hovenga, left-handed layup up, no good, too strong, rebound Lang. Off to Stewart, and here come the Pirates.
See if they can find an open jump shot here. Haven't had a good look here in a little bit of time. Janesville is being really aggressive. 1 team foul for each, so.
Lang out to Stewart and then back up top to Zariah.
Yeah, Janesville's lane.
Nice back cut. Nice find.
Go.
Gaskell's layup's good.
Excellent pass on that. Good find. Way to set her up. Good cut by Jada there to get that opportunity.
3-pointer by Hovenga is no good. Rebound Lang. Annabelle comes down with the rebound, gives it off to Stewart. Stewart almost traveled.
Annabelle's in the middle of that zone there. No, probably never played in the middle of the zone before.
Gaskell tries to kick it up to Swanson. The ball goes out of bounds. Elise Trunk and Salee back into the game. Zariah Strong and Emma Swanson out into the game for is Heiser. She is a freshman. Haley Heiser into the game for the Wildcats and replaces Naomi Hovenga.
Yeah, they played. They might be done for the night. She might be done for the night. Definitely gave full throttle effort.
Yeah, they played hard. It's just they just too many turnovers and not enough good looks at the basket until the second half. Umpham in the middle of the lane. Hovenga's runner up, short, gets her own rebound, up, fouled.
Yeah, Hudson just a little bit flat-footed with that. Janesville's just playing a little bit harder, a little bit quicker to the ball to get those second shot opportunities. And Hudson's kind of looking around going, oh, there's a shot. Oh, there's another shot. To go be aggressive and go get that ball a little bit better.
Sophomore Hope Hovenga at the free throw line misses her first. She's got 3 on the night.
She's just a little bit under 40% for the year.
Second one left it short. Rebound Mackenzie Stewart. She runs it up the court, kicks it out. Gaskell's 3, high arcer, hit the rim, no good. Scramble on. Gaskell tipped it out of bounds.
Yep, gonna be off of her. Tried to block her out a little bit. Looks like she maybe turned an ankle real quick. She's hobbling a little bit, but she popped right up, ready to play some defense here.
Hudson playing their 2-3 zone. Umpham drives baseline. Kicks it up top to Hovenga and then swings it around. Jump shot, no good. Gaskell runs it down. 5 minutes to go in the game. 50-17, Pirates on top. Swings it to Salee. One dribble to Stewart. Stewart's long 2-point jumper, good. Mackenzie Stewart in the scoring column.
Nice form on that. You can tell she's going to be able to shoot the ball from the outside. She does a nice job there when she's got some space. So, good job setting her up by Kylie.
Jumper on the way, up, no good. Rebound, Elise tried to grab it. Now Annabelle grabs it and flicks it off to Salee, and here comes Jada. Up the court for the Pirates, crossover dribble, and then out to Trunk. Trunk's over in the corner to Gaskell into Lang. Lang gets fouled. We got a host of players ready to come into the game. Swanson's going to come back in, and along with, I believe that's Taylor Rogers.
Yep, that's Taylor.
And then we got Hovenga coming back in, along with LaPlante and Brielle Parks, another freshman, will be entering the lineup. Annabelle's left-handed free throw up and no good.
So first free throws as a varsity player.
Gaskell and Stewart out for the Pirates. Approaching 4 minutes to go.
Wholesale changes for both teams. Lots of girls moving in and out of the lineup there.
So the clock does stop for free throws as well. I forgot about that, or it did anyway that time, so I assume it does. LaPlante at the free throw line. Jumper on the way, off glass, no good. Trunk there to rebound and then kicks it off to Swanson and stolen away by Hovenga. Hovenga goes to the right side and is fouled by Trunk. Basket no good.
Just needs to slide your feet on that one. Just get her hands up. And they're reaching a little bit. That easy call for the official. See her reaching on that.
Free throw up, left it short. So I hope our broadcast was okay, even with the soothing piano noise in the background.
Fast-moving game.
Stewart back in, Sully out. In comes Dunbar, replacing Seedorf.
Hudson can work some offense here against the Janesville. I think they're matched up here. So needs to pass and cut, so they get opportunities. Look for some driving lanes.
Elise baseline, looks inside. Lang out to Stewart and around to Swanson. One dribble and then back to Stewart, playing catch across the key. Now Elise gets it. Crossover dribble.
Got to keep her moving here. We're getting kind of stagnant here with just the passing on the outside. Not making their defense have to do too much. Good drive in there, the least prod there by him.
Dragging the pivot foot is Stewart, and it's a turnover. Here comes Zariah Strong back into the game. She's going to replace Annabelle Lang. And we have 3 minutes left to go in the game.
Sticking, looks like in their 2-3 zone here.
Long three off the glass, good. Basket by Naomi Hovenga. She's got 8.
Yep, and need to just get out there on the shooters a little bit more. Not giving up easy shots like that.
Elise
nice
drive all the way to the basket, left it short, got her own rebound, and then it's a foul out of bounds.
Good, tough drive in there by Elise, taking advantage of an opportunity to get in the lane, wasn't able to convert.
So this will even up the Pirates' record, 4-4.
4-4.
So tomorrow night they'll play for above 500 going into break. Zariah over the top, jump ball.
And then they'll finish their last game in the full for the conference. They haven't seen Sumner Fred, and so they'll start on January 5th up at Sumner Fred to finish the first go-round with the conference. The boys will still have Wapsie left because
that was a double girls
to start the year. So
layup, no good. Shot up, no good. Rebound Hovenga. Trying to get the bounce of the ball. There she does, and kicks it off to the wing. Long jumper on the way, left it short. And then Taylor Rogers comes up with the ball, and she's a little unsure on the dribble, and she carries it and turns it over with 1:30 to go.
Yeah, maybe looking for a teammate to pass it to. She'd maybe rather run the floor a little bit like she does for track and for cross country.
Lang in, Trunk out, approaching minute to go, 52-21 Pirates. Hovenga's jumper's good. She's got 10, first Wildcat to reach double figures. I know Umptham has 8.
Was it 8? Yeah.
So they got 18 of the 23. Yeah. Rogers
good aggressive
in the corner.
Play, yeah. Good aggressive play there, feeling comfortable with that. Oh, nice move there.
Left-handed layup, a little too hard. Good move by Lang.
She knew exactly what she wanted to do, just need to have a little bit better touch there at the end.
in, kicks out.
Hudson still sitting in their zone a little bit here.
Nice interior pass underneath the legs, and then it's on the ground, and it's a loose ball, and it's kicked over to Swanson. She kicks it back to Janesville, and we're at 20 seconds left to go. And then the ball's just rolling around on the floor. Nobody can grab it.
There a lot of aggressive play there. No one has a cool handle on it. Nice 3 there. That'll be tipped. No over and back there. Touched by Hudson. They're going to get this in real quick. He's really trying to get it in, and she's like,
he gives up.
That's all right. Okay, we're all good.
That was pretty close. The referee just saw 3 white, then was going to try to get it in bounds, and they lost the ball into the bleachers, and we'll call it a night. 52-23. Pirates get the win, improved to 4-4. It's a non-conference game, and then they'll finish up with the crossover game tomorrow night, and we'll be back with you. Any final thoughts there, Chad?
No, it was a good. I think Coach Curley will be really happy at the way his girls played tonight. Got off to a good, strong start. Took care of business. A lot of girls got in the scoring column. It was great to see Macy kind of have that good, strong presence on the inside. You'd love to see her kind of back that up with multiple games there around that 8-10 point range. Had multiple offensive rebounds. So, so good luck tomorrow night, and we will see them not until January 9th. They'll get some good practice in a couple games, and
we'll be back with you January 7th for a wrestling meet. And so
6:15, I believe, is usually when those start, and then we'll go from there.
Wish everybody a happy holidays,
Stay
happy
healthy,
New
everyone,
Year, and we'll get to 2021 and make it better than 2020. So thanks for joining us, and good night.